name is Vernon Smith. I am an artist from New Orleans, Louisiana. I've been working in comics off and on since about 2007 professionally. I'm currently working for IDW, having worked on books like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and at present drawing Star Trek Lower Decks. And this was after working on Tad Caldwell 2, Cult.
I started writing comic books in 2003 when I was with the Marine Corps. I was laid up with a knee injury at Camp Pendleton, and I started writing the script for the first Dead Souls miniseries in 2003, but the first issue did not come out until 2008 through Sarah Ephemera Books of Houston, Texas. So I did a couple more titles for Sarah Ephemera, and then the third one was a original graphic novel called Tad Caldwell and the Monster Kid.
The first time I read the script for Tad Caldwell 2, I was actually camping, and I had reread the first book, and I was very happy with it. Even as I was getting to the end, there was something where I was like, oh man, I kind of hope this happens, and I was not disappointed.
In the very beginning of the story, Nathan, our narrator and principal character, sees himself die on camera in a grainy VHS snuff film. So Tad Caldwell came and went. It had legs. It was well-liked, well-received. And then I was asked by the Finnish rock band, the 69 Eyes, to work on their licensed comic book, which in turn resulted in Cradle of Filth offering for me to write their first licensed graphic novel, which came out in 2014. I started my own imprint, Dark Notes Press, to handle that project specifically.
I started drawing comics in these self-published black and white scenes. So while it's been a little while since I've worked on a black and white comic, it's not something I'm unfamiliar with. This was probably the first one where I really leaned heavy on just stark black and white, like really laying in heavy black ink, full areas. So it was something that I'd wanted to do, but I was kind of afraid to do when I was younger. It was definitely, I wanted to do my style, my voice, but acknowledging what came before.
Back to this kind of gritty, grungy, little goth, little punk, a lot of 1980s and 90s black and white independent comics. When Tad Caldwell 2 opens, it's in media res like the first one opens, where we're actually quite a few pages into the story before we get a series of flashbacks chronicling what's happened to Nathan from approximately summer 1989 to, I would say, fall 1992. So it's near the anniversary of the attempt on his life by Tad Caldwell and his son Roger. He has taken to living in a rented trailer in New Orleans East, where he uses a CB rig to put out a pirate radio show about UFOs and aliens. And he also has a mysterious benefactor that comes into play later in the story named Telos, who sends him an unusually large amount of money, which he uses to pay the bills. Now, Nathan learns that there is a second book that Tad Caldwell wrote that is still hidden in his house called The Second Revelation, naturally, along with a VHS tape that is the key to understanding everything about not only Tad Caldwell, but what the future holds in terms of the aliens and UFOs that may or may not be coming at some point in the future.
If I had to pick a favorite parts of drawing Tad Caldwell 2, it might be the UFO convention.
The first book was largely confined to Metairie, New Orleans, and also Batesville, Mississippi, where Tad Caldwell lived and had hidden his half-alien son, Roger. Now, understanding the success of the first book means that we needed to go a little longer, a little bigger, and a little bolder. We have a mysterious sort of Southern preacher evangelist character, except he is a preacher and evangelist for Tad Caldwell. Like, everyone was ready to believe at around the time that the first book took place and into the time the second book took place. Now, Nathan has been trying desperately to reach back into the past and connect with his younger self, because he is trying to save his father from a car accident that ultimately takes his life.
Working with Kurt on this book was really awesome. The few writers that I've worked with in comics so far have been really, really cool and easy to work with. And Kurt was definitely one of those types. Like, he had the story, he had, of course, his vision, because he's got the first book, this book, what he wants to do afterwards, like all in his head.
This is the first sequel that I've ever done that was not an installment of a comic book miniseries, first, second, third issue. And I really look forward to both fan reactions, good and bad, and being able to just introduce to people what Nathan's been up to, how the events of the first book have affected him, what his relationship with Tad is like while Tad's in prison. And of course, the question that everyone presses me is, will Nathan and Teresa get together? And you'll have to read the book to find out.
I'm very excited about this book. I'm very proud to have worked on it. The story's great. The art's pretty good too. I think you'll like it. I know you'll like it. It is the best Tad Caldwell sequel you'll ever read until the next one. If there is a Tad Caldwell 3, would I draw it? Absolutely. I would love to, and you'd love to see it. It's got thrills, chills, surprises, and spills. You'll like it, you'll love it, you can't get enough of it. Tad Caldwell 2.
Hey, we're here at Contraflow 11, which is Deep South Con 63. This is not only Contraflow 11, but it's my 11th Contraflow. The response to Tad Caldwell 2 Cult by myself and New Orleans artist Vernon Smith has been amazing this weekend. Some people have told me they've already started the book, really enjoying it, really positive feedback, and I'm just really excited to be here again. We're doing a special pre-release launch of Tad Caldwell 2 Cult right here at Contraflow 11. And the reason is because the mass market edition that will go out to Amazon, bookstores everywhere, is going to be a little different. It might have a different cover. It's going to be on probably matte paper stock. What we have here is a premium quality book printed on 80-pound glossy paper right here in New Orleans by Impress. So this particular edition will be for sale at Comic Cons and on my web store only. After that, if you get it from any of the other retailers, you'll still enjoy the story, but it's going to be like the newsstand edition of the book. I hope everyone tries to check it out either on my web store at www.kurtamacker.com, or alternately find me at a signing or a comic convention in the greater New Orleans area or wherever they'll have me, and pick up your copy of Tad Caldwell 2. Thank you all so much for the love and support that this series has gotten. I wouldn't have made a sequel without you, without knowing how much the first one had meant to fans. And there is going to be a third one in the works. It might be a minute, but it's coming. And I just want to thank you all again for everything, and good luck. God bless.
Tad Caldwell 2 Cult is available in premium, mass market, and ebook formats. Premium edition available at www.kurtamacker.com. Mass market and ebook editions available wherever books are sold.